What to do with your crypto gains or that big lottery win. Disclaimer: this is not financial advice. Always do your own research when investing money. Particularly in the present day, diversification is the most important thing to keep in mind when preserving your wealth or even investing. If you find yourself obtaining large financial gains from like a lottery win or crypto bull market, you may well want to blow most of it splurging on celebrating your gains, world travel, fast cars, fast women, guys, shopping for a bunch of clothes and knickknacks that end up sitting in the cupboard for a few years before going to the tip. By the way, best you don't just leave your crypto gains on an exchange or even a wallet. Trading crypto should be treated like day trading. Whenever you get gains, remember to take some out. Best not to assume your crypto's gains are safe just leaving them as crypto. Regulations, intentional rolling blackouts and natural disasters can cause your crypto to lose value or even become worthless. Now, I'm not saying don't celebrate or have some fun with your gains. In fact, if you've worked hard and or stressed over them for a long time, it is good for your mental health. But try to think of how you might feel after the gains are gone when the party is over. For sure, spend some on celebrating with true, select, real friends. Absolutely buy yourself and loved ones one or two special items that you or they have longed for many years, but don't just buy every little thing that comes to mind. Put some thought into what you'd really like if your gains were a lot smaller and you could only afford one or two of them. Don't just buy anything for friends and loved ones. Put some real thought into it and make sure it's something they'd really love or need. Depending on the size of your gains, you might do well to allocate just 10% of them, for example, to having a good time, while putting the rest into real savings, relatively safe investments, emergency cash, some speculative investments, physical assets such as real estate, precious metals, and perhaps some art. But first of all, before anything else, pay off any debts. If you don't want to be herded into the universal basic income where some authority, via a central bank digital currency, tells you what you can and can't buy, or if you get paid at all due to having certain political expressions or have refused certain medications, etc. Here's what I would do if I had big gains. First, gold and silver. Due to impending bank failures and probable bail-ins, only keep enough cash money in your bank to do your usual transactions. Keep a few thousand at home for emergencies and some in your bug-out bag. That said, I'd put half, if not more, of my gains into physical gold and silver, just at first that is, for with inflation increasing every day, putting the money into PMs and out of the fiat system will allow you to avoid losing buying power and hold value. I would exchange the PMs for fiat as I needed it, buying real estate, stocks and shares and whatever else. One might be able to exchange the PMs directly for other items via barter. Depending on the size of the gains, you might either, if the amount is smallish, hold off buying real estate until PMs have gone up much higher in value or the price of real estate had massively dropped in price, or both have happened around the same time. If the gains were of a relative larger size, I would first secure a place to live. That is, buy a house and land, then get energy, food and water independent with rainwater tanks, solar panels, fruit trees and a veggie garden. Either way, I would get a couple of safes and fill them with, say, 20 to 30% gold and 10 to 20% silver. I'd have plenty of fractional of both hidden around the house and buried in the backyard, etc. Owning physical PMs is like a saving account, but better, for your money does not lose value through inflation like money in a bank does. Any interest earned in a bank account these days is tiny compared to the losses you get through inflation and especially hyperinflation. Second, real estate. It is an asset that will pay you to own it. That is, you can rent them out and then this asset is giving you an income, as well as hold physical value. Even if the price of real estate goes way down, you can still get something for it, whereas fiat will lose all value, and if you wait long enough, real estate prices will rise once again. 3. Safer stock investments, blue chip stocks. Note, these can also pay you to own them. Some companies pay you stock dividends. Though maybe not what is considered blue chip today, for many tech stocks and alike are artificially propped up. They are massively overvalued due to government handouts and subsidies. Best to go with what was traditional blue chips, like big company gold miners, big miners in general, oil, coal and energy stocks in general. You might think that fossil fuels are on the way out, but most folks are waking up to the truth about such things. The people will likely put in leaders that don't work for globalists but work for peace, prosperity and common sense. Seems naive? When things are hitting the fan more and more, folks have little choice but to get real, get involved, or end up being slaves for globalists. You can get on the net and look for companies you think you'd like and do research into the people running them, if they and the company have a good success record, ethical record, etc. 4. Higher risk stock investments 10%. For example, explorer miners, new tech, or even locally small and medium businesses, inventors, etc. I myself would likely just stick to explorer miners. There is a channel on YouTube called Small Caps. The smart lady running this channel has lots of people talking about their companies, including explorer miners, and it's easy enough to watch and find something that tickles your fancy. Then get on Google and do some research about the company. Check the track record of the people running the company, whether they have had much success in the past, and then go to the company's website and read all you can. If you got gains from trading cryptos, you'll love the hunt and chase for stock with potential and value. 5. 1. Charity 10%. Some might not trust established charities, so why not buy items you know a group need and deliver them yourself? Or create your own charity. Buy a couple of acres of land in or nearby city or suburbia and put 1 or 2 homes on it to house a few people. They can grow food, cook and serve up soups and stews, etc. to the homeless, pensioners and unemployed. You might put together a trust fund, funded by some income from more reliable stocks and shares, and fund wages to the people you hire to run it. You might not have to pay a lot to the people you hire, for they would also be getting free housing and most of their food from the property. Let your imagination find what you'd like to do for others and put some thought and research into it. 6. Or 5B. Older family member. Are your older loved ones going into care? Why put them at risk in a home when you could buy a house with 3 or 4 bedrooms and give a break to the carers that got the sack for not taking certain medicines and offer them free room, electricity and water? They can grow veggies and fruit in the backyard for the whole household. You could have a 2 or 3 carers, or a couple or 2, living with them so that they can arrange their schedules to ensure there is always someone there to look after your old folks. The carers could part-time care for your loved ones and have a part-time job as well if they like. So in a nutshell, 10% blue chip stocks, 30% gold, 20% silver, could be in physical storage, and if it's your thing, gold and silver backed crypto. 10% in speculative investments like explorer miners. 10% fun. 20% real estate, older family, interchangeable with the below. 20% charity, older folks, interchangeable with the above. Well, that's my 2 cents. I hope someone likes and can use these ideas. Please share, like and subscribe if you found any value in this video. Remember, I am not a financial advisor. These are just my thoughts put together to make a video I thought might be interesting and helpful. If you think you're in the know about such things, please comment below and heads me up on anything you think I missed or got wrong. Thanks for watching. Cheers.